Good afternoon, Kyle. Sue here. This is Dolan. This is my second attempt at making this video because the last one, A, was too damn long, and the first one was too damn long, and also was not done on the correct YouTube account. So we're gonna fix that. Well, I'm gonna fix that now. So, good afternoon, or evening, I suppose. Today's Monday, July 30th, 2012. This is my belated Friday video. Much belated, of course. Thank you, Kyle, for setting up these videos, this video log sharing idea. I think it's going to be very nice to keep in touch with all of you after we've gone our separate ways. And hopefully we'll be able to learn something new from each other every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Lateness notwithstanding. So this week could have been better. Yeah, I had a tooth extracted on Friday morning. Well, two of them, my wisdom teeth on the bottom, and yeah, that blew. Just not gonna lie, the cracking sounds, they're horrible. If you can get away without having a wisdom teeth extracted, do it. Yeah, but probably the worst part of it was not the actual surgery itself. In fact, that was quite painless thanks to, you know, sedatives. But the aftermath is I haven't been able to eat solid food, you know, for the past several days. Just today I managed to eat pizza, but before that, you know, like my parents would take us out to, you know, pizza places, and I would be eating fettuccine alfredo with no chicken. Where's the fun in that? So that's the worst part, is not being able to eat what you want and just having to be really tender. And yeah, I managed to do it all without Vicodin though, so that makes me happy. I don't like having my mental faculties fucked with. I hate that. It's awful. Just don't. Just don't. Yeah. But I managed to, so I got the surgery, and because I wasn't actually sedated, it was local anesthetic, but you know. So because I wasn't sedated, I was able to go to work the same day. And that was fun. Didn't have a lot of energy, but I got some work done. I'll spare you on the whole, you know, big data thing. I've given you that shtick a couple times before, I guess. And last time I did this video, it was like 15 minutes. So, I'll just say I am writing requirements for $1 million purchase, and that makes me happy. I feel like I'm actually worth what Intel is paying me now, which is a first, in spite of the fact that I'm being paid like, you know, twice or 3 times as much as I was making before, or last year. One thing though that happened to me a while ago was that at the beginning of July, I attended a business meeting with my entire business group, which is people from Belgium and China and the United States, and we gathered at the Grand Lodge, you know, a number of miles west of Hillsborough, and you know, we had a big, this is what everybody's doing, this is our progress, this is our plan for Q4, and for, you know, the beginning of next year. And hoorah, we're Intel, we're changing the world, life's good. You know, there were some laughs, some really funny skit videos, which were great. The general manager of our group seems to be a pretty good guy, but there was one like overtone that kind of really got to me. And basically, the entirety of the meeting, you know, this is 200, maybe 200 people. The entirety of the event was focused on, you know, this is how much money we made. And this is, you know, this is who we're going to have to develop, you know, this technology in order to compete with AMD and NVIDIA, you know, in the Q4 in order to keep up with them or get ahead of them, or, you know, this is a market that we could really get into. And you know, it's just kind of a, it was kind of a bummer to, you know, because I know that Intel does really like, you know, world-changing work, really. But it was kind of a bummer that that entire thing was colored with a business lens. You know, because you know me. I'm kind of an idealistic personality, and I just don't want to focus all of my creative energy into making money for other people. You know, that's not what I want my goal to be. I can make money for myself. That's cool, but really like the goal of a huge endeavor like that should be to change the world, which Intel does, of course. And they don't do evil things on purpose a lot, but they don't really you know, that was all colored with the whole this is a business and we have to do business, and that's unfortunate because if you think about it, like all of the value, you know, like all of the value that you know, employees hire you because you produce more value than they give you, and that's, you know, what if I got to keep that extra value that I generated? That would be nice. So, you know, so that's something I learned about myself this summer. Was that I'm not really into the whole idea of working for other people unless they're, you know, interested in not just making lots of money for their shareholders. So, you know, Google's like that, right? Kind of. I mean, they're of course a business, but most of their money is from, you know, most of their revenue is made from search and from advertising, selling advertising on search. And basically, you know, lots of their expenditures are just, well, this is cool, let's do that, right? Google, I don't think they're going to make, I think they're going to lose a lot of money on Google Glass, and I think they knew they were going to lose a lot of money on Google Glass. Their Google car project, no one asked, like, for an instant how it was going to make money for Google, and that's something that Sebastian Thrun mentioned, was that it's just like nobody mentioned it, which is really cool, and that's one reason I'd like to work for Google, because science for science's sake is really the most profitable kind. Yeah, so that said, I'm glad to have the extra cash for the summer, and I like working for Intel. I like what I'm doing, and yeah, it's cool. Not gonna lie, I'm having fun. I haven't been doing a lot of side projects, largely because of full-time work schedule. You know, it doesn't really leave a lot of spare time. It's kind of a workplace late pick two situation, but that's okay. I have a few computers back here that I'm gonna try to get back into working order before I go back, and I'll have them as, you know, web servers, file servers, that kind of thing. I need to get a NIC for one of them because the NIC on my motherboard just died and I have to replace it. But yeah, I got a nice desk over there that I'm gonna put them in. That'll be fun. And yeah. One side project that I'm really excited about and that I'm hoping I'll have time to do over the summer is called Beige Box Computing. And this is something that I'm really excited about because it'll hopefully provide, you know, create a serious impact on at least the gamer industry, right? That's changing the world, just changing the game, changing the gamer culture a little bit, and that is basically people like to sell their old but far from outdated computer hardware, you know, after they've got an upgrade or whatever, and they'll put it on eBay and Craigslist for cheap. So the plan is to buy a lot of that hardware for way less than it's worth, add value by assembling it into a complete system, and then selling it at a, you know, at a reasonable margin. And of course, it comes in a beige box. So what that's going to do is it's going to really lower the barrier of entry into gaming. So, you know, what you can find on Newegg in parts for $7.50, I found that I can assemble myself for $4.45 just using parts from eBay and Craigslist and stuff. So if you ever need an entry-level gaming computer for under $500, look me up. That's what I'll get one for you. So I'm excited about that. On a related note, I'm in the market for a graphics designer. if you find me a graphics designer, I'll be very happy with you. And yeah, and that's one thing that's, you know, that's like really something that I'm really a little excited about doing, because it's like an opportunity to get some people gaming PCs who otherwise would only be purchasing Xbox 360s, which and at the same time I'll make some good money, which will help me out with the whole, you know, going to college thing. And that's really ideal, right? Because I get to work for myself, and I get to make a difference and make people happy, and also I get to make money. So that's like the trifecta of perfect. But we'll see. I mean, school has a way of taking over one's life. But if I can do it, it'd be awesome. And I'm about ready to go back to school. My flight home is next Friday. That's a week from this Friday. My last event with all y'all is probably going to be the LAN party this weekend, so I hope you guys go. Better go, because I'll be there, and that's probably the last time I'll be there, so so go. There's going to be a Voodoo Donut run. Hopefully there won't be a car on fire. Yeah, that's about all I have to say about that. So, it was good to talk to you guys. Sorry the webcam is shitty and the video is quiet. I'll see you guys soon.